Go no okpa dị ọkụ, okpa mama Ekene, okpa mama Nkechi, okpa Enugu 90 mile okpa. If you want to know how to make original okpa from Enugu State, stay tuned. You will need a okpa powder, okpa flour, and then you can get it from the East or any African store. You want to sieve it and make sure you sieve this okpa. Don't cook it that way. Sieve it and make sure there is no chaff on it or any lumps. Mine is okay. I've sieved it before, but I still want to sieve it again to make sure it doesn't have any lumps in it. After sieving, you want to add oil. A lot of oil is needed in this okpa. You want to have original oil, original red oil, not akorako oil, not mixy oil. You want real palm oil from maybe anywhere, just original palm oil. That is what you need for this. You want to need this thing as if you are going to need your pastry, but make sure it draws before you start adding water. So I am going to need them with my hands. Please wash your hand though, because you have to use your hands to make this. Forget about gloves. This one is not Igbo. Use your hand to do it, to just make it draw a bit. Yeah. So you want to add water. When you see it's drawing, just add little by little and keep kneading them like you are kneading your flour. You will feel it in your hands that is drawing. Yeah. So you want to keep making them to make sure it is drawing and there is no lumps in it, and keep adding water until the water you want. You can add more oil. I added more oil. Yes, you need a lot of oil for this recipe and it's so delicious. If you haven't eaten okpa before, you're a long thing. Okpa is so nutritious and it's from Enugu State, and I love it. During my school days, I eat it every morning. And there is one woman in my school that people will just line up like this. Mama Ekene. People will line up like this, waiting for this up, and other women will feel intimidated. So you want it to look like this, that is running. You don't want it to be thick. Just make it very runny like this. And the okpa is ready to, you can add salt. I am adding my stock cube powder as usual. And then when it's not, you keep testing them to make sure it has taste at least. And if it's not enough, you want to add more. So I am going to add another one, and then I'll add even salt. I'll turn it and then add a little bit of salt. Yes, and that is it. I added pepper to this, so I didn't know where the video is. I'm sorry. So I added pepper. I added little bit of pepper to it. So I am scooping them inside my plate, my moi moi plate. So you can use moi moi leaf, banana leaf. I don't have banana leaf here, so this is what I have, my moi moi plate. So it is easy for me. So I have added water inside the pot which I will use, and then boil it. So instead of putting something inside, at home they put leaf, so I use baking paper inside. And while it's boiling, make sure the water is little. You see there is no much water in it. As it's cooking, you will be adding water. So I am going to place them in the pot to let it cook for maybe up to 30 minutes or 25. You just want to keep checking. So I covered it again with the baking paper again so that it will cook with the steam. So but you want to be checking now and then to make sure the water is not dry, and when it's ready you have to bring it out. Well, bring it one out or two out to see if it is ready. So after 30 minutes I had brought out mine, and when you put something inside, be it spoon or whatever, it will come out and you know that it's ready. See how the okpa looks like. This is okpa nightmare. Thank you for watching. See you soon.